Hello friends, welcome to my channel Spark FAQs. In this video, I am going to discuss about how to create an account in AWS Cloud Platform. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed, and click on bell button to get notification whenever I add new videos. Let's get started. So what you need to do is basically creating a account in AWS Cloud Platform is very simple steps. So what we need to do is basically just open a Google browser, your Chrome browser, any other browser, and go to google.com and type AWS console. Okay, so once you type the AWS console in the Google search, and then you get a list of links. The first link itself you can see AWS Management Console. Click on that. So there will be a URL which says aws.amazon.com/console, and this is the basically the login, the main management AWS management console. So you can log in by clicking in. If you already have account, you can click on sign in button, or if you want to create it, you can just click on create a AWS account. So once click that button, you will be prompted to provide a email address and password and confirm password and your AWS account name. So right, so I given it as my email ID spark.faqs.gmail.com, and I provided password and confirm password, and I'm just giving my account name as Spark FAQs. Right, so that's information you need to provide. Once you provide this information and click on continue, so it's going to be a 5-step process. Here you need to choose whether you are going to use it for business purpose or personal use. So I am just clicked on I am creating for my personal developing my personal projects, so I just use personal, and provide your full name and phone number and the country where you live in, and then you can provide the address and then city where you are living and the state, and you can provide the postal code. I masked my personal details, so that's why you see the green shaded area. And then once you provide all this information, click on continue. The next step will be a billing information, so you need to provide either credit card or debit card details. Once you provide this information, like you can provide the credit card debit card number and followed by the expiration date and expiration year, and the card expiration date and year. So basically month and year you need to provide that for the expiration date, right? Expiration date, then card holder name and the CVV number. So I just provided my details and masked my details. So then once you provide, you can, it is asking do you have PAN number. If you have it, you can give it. I am not going to give for now, so I just say no, and you can click on verify and continue. Right, so once you click verify and continue, so it will start verifying your bank details, means the card details, obviously, right? So basically whether either credit card debit card, it has to validate. So mine is a Citibank. Okay, so it is going to charge you 2 INR, 2 rupees. So based on your country where you are living and the credit card information you provided, the amount will be deducted. So it will, don't worry, this will be recredited after some time. For just for your card validation, it is the certain minimum amount is debited. So once your card is validated, it will be credited. Don't need to worry. So further to validate this, you will get a notification for the on your registered mobile number. Provide the OTP number and then click on next. So I just provided that. So my card is validated, and you can just confirm your identity. For that, you need to provide your mobile number to verify the your mobile number, right? Basically you need to verify your identity. So it will receive your SMS with a verification code that you need to submit. So for that, you just have to choose either text message or voice call. I'll just go on with text message. So choose text message and provide the select the country, I live in India, so I just choose India and provide your mobile number, and then you can also uh, enter your captcha, the string, right? And then click on send SMS. So you receive a SMS with the verification code. Please enter that verification code. It's a 4-digit code, and then once it is verified, the last step, you will be prompted with what type of account you want to create, a free account, or you can want to give developer support. So basically support plan, right? Whenever you get stuck while using some of the services in AWS account, so you will get a support from the AWS team. So for that you can just choose a support plan. For me, I'm just going with the basic support, and if you want to have a developer or business support, you can choose accordingly. Then you can just click on complete sign up. So that's it, you are done. So congratulations, thank you for signing up for AWS. We are activating your account. It will take few minutes. You will receive an email when this complete. So you'll get a message that you have been your account been activated in the AWS cloud platform. So you can click on AWS. Excuse me. So you can click on this, go to AWS management console, and then you can select the role. Just you can select role, and I'm interested in, so I just choose the software developer, and I'm interested on big data and analytics, and I submit. So thank you, it says, and now once it says thank you, now your account is created. Now you can just go and sign in. So click on sign in to console, and so there are two type of user, right? One is whenever you create account, you will become root user, right? After logging into your root user, you can start creating an IAM user, which is one level below the root user. Even the IAM users can also log in. So for now we just created a root user. So choose root user option, and just type your email address. For me it is a spark.faqs@gmail.com. So click on next, enter the reCAPTCHA, and then submit, and it will ask you for the password. Enter your password and sign in. So that's it, you are actually logged into the AWS management control. Just click on this. Got it? This is the AWS management control console, the dashboard page. And if you click on the services drop down icon, you will be actually shown up with all the services, right? Most of the services used to provided by the AWS cloud platform, right? You can start using the services, like the services starts from a compute, container storage, and AR, VR, the virtual reality, and then you will have AWS front and web mobile development services. There are many more, right? So there are many more services provided by the AWS. You can just explore it. So now we have successfully created an account in AWS. Next we'll start using the some of the services from AWS account. Thank you so much, friends. See you in the next video.